Hello guys, welcome back to the Crew calling all the units. Top speed run number 12. The Bmw X6M. 4.4 turbo B-turbo V8. It's the same engine as in the M5, but it has a little bit less horsepower, not that much. 560 in the M5, and in this X6 it has 555. It's a SUV slash off-roader, although it's more of a stylish off-roader, I guess, because mostly you see these things drive around in town or in the cities. But of course that all results in a heavy weight, and yeah. You would say a bad acceleration, but yeah, you can't really say that because it's one of the better dirt specs, although it has the weight. It's one of the better dirt specs due to the acceleration. And it's one of the competitors to go up against the rough RT, which is considered to be the best, although it slides about all over the place, but that is for dirt. What do we get out of it here? 285 kilometers an hour, but we are far from the limiter. But I also doubt that we ever gonna get any much further, because it has the weight, it has the acceleration. You do not have the nitro in the full stock, so you can't give it some extra push here or there. And yeah, that kind of means that it sort of limits at 250 kilometers an hour on the flats, and we got a 285 out of it downhill. Although I was messing about a bit there, you might be able to get a 290 out of it. But the limiter, yeah, that looked like it was somewhere way over 300 kilometers, but kinda doubt you're gonna make it out of this full stock. But then again, don't bother about it too much, because it is a full stock, and those are, yeah. I'm not so sure what the idea behind the full stock is, to be honest. They could have just made a price for the different specs and done with it. Now you have to get the full stock, which is useless in this game, because you can't even do a skill test with it, because you can't win performance parts for it. So they are just to cruise around in, I guess. There are no events for full stocks or anything. You can use them in some crate missions or something if you want that. But then people find that thing too slow, and yeah, that's how it goes. And even here, sort of going a bit forward with the video, because many of these test videos, the free drive challenge bug showed up, meaning that you had to drive on for like 20, 30, 40 seconds before it decided to give the result screen. A 239.2 with it, but that's, well, one of the slower times, mainly because of the weight, I guess. Power it has 550 horsepower, it's not that bad for a car, but weight is a bit killing. The dirt spec, 714 horsepower, so it kind of gets a little extra oomph compared to the full stock. Of course, it's a dirt spec, you're supposed to go on the dirt with it, but yeah, this is top speed runs, so we're trying to wanna get an idea of how much speed we can get out of it. But the RT35, it's probably also going to be the fastest top speed wise. But although this is heavy, it has quite some acceleration and also some speed. So yeah, we will see what all the other cars and bikes and stuff do. But have we tested the dirt spec yet? Yeah, the Bmw 1200 bike. But we only got a 323 kilometers an hour out of that dirt spec. I'm expecting this one to go faster. Although they are kinda leveled out to each other, bikes and cars, and in a certain spec. Should be able to get a 330 plus though. Ooh, 332, and you kinda heard the limiter kick in, so we were kinda on the limiter. 332, 333, something like that. Not much more you're gonna get out of this thing, but for a dirt spec that is quite fast. Although I think, if I remember correctly, that you can get a 340 out of the rough RT, but I'm not so sure, so we will see that in one of the later videos. This is video number 12 in this series, and I'm sorta trying to do them as fast as I can. But yeah, I need to get the cars at 4097 and then also record all this, then record it again with voice, so it all takes a bit of time. But I'm trying to do it as fast as possible for the simple reason that doing this in alphabetic order, and if the devs suddenly get a brilliant idea about bringing some new cars into the game, although I doubt it, kinda announced all kind of existing stuff coming up. Few new police cars, but yeah, those are all cars that we already have in the game, and performance wise they are the same as the normal ones, so that's not gonna change much. But I kinda want to do this in alphabetic order, and yeah, then it's always best if you can do that with the cars that you have and not have to make it some changes later because they decide to bring some new cars. So 332 it seems the limit on. Also here have like half a video left before the screen shows up, so we have to fast forward a bit to 19.468. That is 4 seconds slower than the bike though, than the BMW 1200 bike, so these bikes are still not that bad on a track like this. You get into trouble with the bikes, especially on dirt and race tracks, when corners show up, and then you kind of drift all over the place, which you will have less with the cars, although some of them are more of drift cars as well when you put them out on the dirt. 553 horsepower, that is the number we are looking at for the performance spec BMW. But yeah, that is a heavy SUV, and that also shows if you take this thing around on a twisty track with some understeer and some oversteer and some wheel spin and some sliding about, and it all makes it lose time compared to one of the lighter weights. Which is kind of strange. I was looking at the wrong numbers there, I think. 553, that's definitely not for this car. 772 horsepower, that's what this thing has. And that is about 60 more than the 714 we get out of the dirt spec. So this thing should be faster for sure. The dirt spec limited at 332. This is performance spec, so we are looking towards 410. I got a 406 out of it here, but I was not that close to the limiter. But yeah, it understeers a bit, and you can't even avoid cars like that. If you play around with the keyboard, you're kinda limited on the steering, and yeah, then you're gonna hit a car here and there. I think I'd done a run previous before this one, this video, and then I did get a 410 out of it. But it's not going to be the king of performance in speed wise, that's for sure. 410, 411, 412, something like that, that will kind of be what you can get out of it on a more cleaner run. With some slipstream, maybe a 420, 425. But then we are still 20-25 kilometers away from the top speeds of the top specs in this game, and yeah, in performance that is. And that's mainly again due to the weight. I got a 154.9 here out of it, and get a 154.3 from the BMW M5, which is also heavy with the same engine. The Astons were going 153. We haven't tested any other SUVs or off-roaders yet, pickups or something. So it's kinda the first one in that category, I guess, with a 154. And that makes the screen empty here. And that means that I'm out of videos to record. So, putting up a few cars at 4097, do some more videos. Also still working on comparison test number 3, where I will do the muscle cars in street spec for that series. So I will keep going and working on it to get the footage out. It will be it for this video for now, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.